I know there's been some rain around, obviously, during the warm-ups, but how are you feeling after your preparation?
I think we got a 29-over game during our first warm-up game. The other got washed out. But we've been playing cricket over the last couple of months regularly. We were in Namibia before this, so just prior to this, it is just about preparations. And we're just coming from the tournament, so I think the boys are pretty much in tune. So now it's about, I just hope the weather stays clear because the tournament says that there are no reserve days as such. So I think every game out there is going to be very, very crucial.
And perhaps a word on conditions. I'm not sure if you've been to Zimbabwe before.
No, this is our first time, yeah.
Okay. What do you make of the pitches here?
The first match that we got hold of, the pitch was decent for batting. I think even if it was a shortened game, with the rain as such, but still, the wicket played very well. We just have a look at the wicket. Maybe it might be a bit spin friendly, but that'll only be decided once the tournament gets starting. So, but for us, as of now, we're looking forward to the tournament. I think it's great that we are here, and opportunities like this don't come very often. So for that, we're very excited, and at the same time, we want to play our best cricket.
You mentioned the big opportunity here. Would you say that these upcoming games are the biggest games of Nepal's cricketing history so far?
See, we've already played the 2020 World Cup in Bangladesh, so having come through the qualifiers and especially playing World Cricket League from Division 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I think the World Cricket League is very, very tough. I would say the qualifiers, I'm not saying this is going to be easy, but there's so much pressure out there. It's like a cutthroat tournament where in 1 week, you have to win at least 4 games to qualify. So having done that over the last couple of weeks, we feel that we are here in this tournament in the right frame of mind. We're carrying good momentum. We played good cricket, and I just hope that more than thinking about too much about how this tournament is going to hold and this and that, we just want to go out there and enjoy our cricket.
You play the host tomorrow. How important is that game for you in terms of setting the tone for the rest of the tournament?
The first game is obviously very important. I'm sure, I think the pressure is on Zimbabwe more than us because we've just, we're the last 2 teams that qualified, UAE and Nepal. So that way, I'm sure going into this match for us, like I said, it's a matter of expressing ourselves. We played Zimbabwe last time, I think, in the Under-19 World Cup. I was the captain back then. That was back in 2018 Malaysia. So fortunately, we'd beaten them then. So a couple of players who played in that tournament are part of this team as well. So I just, history says something else, but for us, there's a new tournament, a new beginning tomorrow, and we just want to concentrate on our brand of cricket. And if we play to our strengths, I'm sure we can give them a run.
My last question would be, generally the teams that have gone on to be promoted to play Test cricket have done really well in the qualifiers, being good associates. Now with Ireland going up, as well as Afghanistan, now you've got Scotland. Do you see this as an opportunity maybe to make a statement, one for the longevity of the game in Nepal, and also maybe trying to build towards that?
I think it's very important for us in terms of where Nepal cricket is. I think for the last couple of years, our board's been suspended, so it's just that we've just been playing tournaments here and there. There's not much development work that's gone. So if we manage to do well in this tournament, I'm sure in the coming months, especially we're waiting for June when we hope the suspension will be lifted. But see, there have been examples of how Afghanistan and Ireland have come up the associate ranks and got Test status. For Nepal, our ultimate dream would be that, but it's going to take probably another 5, 8 to 10 years. But the journey has already begun, I would say. The kind of response that we have back home, the kind of support that we get from everybody now, it's immense. So it's just about putting all these resources into proper place, and I hope with proper management ahead, Nepal cricket will be one of the force to reckon with in the coming days.
The world's not seen much of Nepal at this level in international cricket. Can you give us a small insight into your guys' strengths and limitations as a team and the brand of cricket that you guys want to play in these qualifiers?
I think we are a very tight unit. If you ask me what would be your biggest strength, I would probably say our team spirit. Over the years, I think we have managed to rally behind and even come from behind and win matches. So as a team, we are very, very keen and we back each other very well. Our strengths would probably be our spinners have always done very, very well. And it's just about putting all the resources together. At this level, I don't think you can say that you're going to cover up one department and, win matches. It's going to be very important that you cover all three departments, whether it's batting, bowling or fielding. So for us, we want to play like a positive cricket as much as possible and fight till the end. I think that would probably be our brand of cricket.
And obviously, qualifying is something that you want to do, but put that aside. The qualifiers themselves getting here, how important is that for Nepalese cricket as a tournament and getting yourselves to this level going forward?
It's a great boost for the players, especially like now there are 4 test playing countries competing in this tournament, and a couple of them are the ones we're going to be facing in this tournament itself. As a player, you always want to improve by playing against better teams, better opponents, and that's how you improve your game. So for us, I think it's a challenge out there that there are a lot of good players, a lot of good teams in this tournament, and we just want to back ourselves and compete. I've said this before as well. At under 19 levels, we've beaten teams like Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, South Africa, and other test playing countries as well. So cricket's a funny game. See, it's on your day, you could pull it off. For us, we believe that if we play to our potential, we have the ability, but it's about getting all those, that consistent performance going. And I just hope that as a team, starting tomorrow, we can put in all our best cricket starting tomorrow.
Great. Skipper, if I might just take you back home to Nepal, what are the expectations of cricket followers in Nepal with you guys coming through to the qualifiers? What are they expecting from you? I know you guys are going to come out here and play to the best of your abilities, but back at home, what are they expecting from you guys?
Our fans want us to win the World Cup. It's that fanatic back home. But I think one of our biggest motivating factors has been our fans. I think they've been through thick and thin. Every time we play back home, it's packed stadiums and millions outside supporting us. So the expectations are high. Obviously, they want us to do well, and just that most of them have been sending messaging across that at least even if we can compete and put up good performances, I think they'd be more than happy. But for us as a team, I think we want to make a mark. Like I said before, tournaments like this, you don't get opportunities often. It's like every 4 years you get the qualifiers, and there are other good teams, better teams that haven't made it through. So for us, we are here, we're in this tournament, and we believe that we want to compete to the best of our ability, and hopefully the results can take care of itself.
Any more questions, gentlemen? One more? Thanks.
My last question, any cricketers from your team that we can look out for? Probably that the rest of the world hasn't gotten much to know about, but you can definitely say look forward to these guys. They could carry our team.
I mentioned before, I think we've got a very tight unit. Everyone's very, very keen. I think one of our players has been recently selected for the IPL and the Caribbean Premier League. So he'll probably be one of the players that I think all teams are looking forward to and maybe tackling him. But still, we have a decent, we're probably the youngest side in the tournament. So that way, I think I don't think there's no need for motivating all these guys. I think we are young, athletic. We want to show that on the field as well as how we play off the field. So for us, we just want to express ourselves more than anything else. We want to back ourselves and let things come as it comes.
Paras, thank you very much for your time. Gentlemen, nice session, good questions.